So let's get started. Today we're going to do some twists, um, and we'll need a yoga block. So if you don't have a yoga block, that's okay. Um, One, you're going to want to get one. So head over to our website, cloudstudios.com/feel good yoga. And at the top, you'll see three lines. Click that, head over to the links page, and there you'll find a link to purchase 2 blocks and a strap, and that'll help your practice a lot. It really is a great tool to have in your yoga practice. Yoga blocks bring the ground closer to you, and yoga straps make your arms longer. So who doesn't want those things, right? Couldn't touch your toes? That's okay. You have a yoga block. You can touch your toes now. Um, Same thing. Couldn't touch your toes? That's okay. You have a yoga strap now. So anyway, that's sort of what we want to go for with this. Um, but if you don't have a block today, that's totally fine. You can grab if you have a free weight, that would be great, like a kettlebell or something. You can grab a big book or a heavy bottle, something that you can put a little bit of weight on. Um, and then when you get that, when you grab your block, we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll lie on our back today. So any position of the legs is fine. You want to lay back. You can lay with your feet extended forward. If this is too much on the lower back, you can bend the knees, let your knees knock together and feet move to the outside edges of the mat. This gives you some wiggle room in your SI, so it allows your back to come fully to the ground, taking out any compression in the lower back. You can also bring your feet together and let your knees open wide, especially if you have 2 blocks and you want to slide those underneath your knees or the back of your legs. So whatever feels best for you this morning, really paying attention to that lower back area. And when you find a place of comfort, let your eyes close and start to gather a sense of ease. And start to make some micro adjustments, getting really comfortable in this space. So maybe letting the shoulders relax down to the ground. Maybe there's a slight tuck of your chin to let the back of the neck elongate. Maybe a couple wiggles, just to feel fully connected to the earth. And in exchange, the earth is going to feel fully supported on your body. And so every time we breathe in, it's an opportunity to gather up some fresh energy. And every time we breathe out, it's an opportunity to release either same or stagnant energy within. So we've just come over a new moon phase. And during the new moon, it's a great time for setting intentions in your life for things to manifest. And so repeat to yourself your intention for the day or for the week or for the month, for the moon cycle, and something that you want to invite in for the next full moon phase. So something you want to manifest. And I want you to take that intention and flip it into an I am statement. So if your intention is to bring in more strength, your mantra may be I am strong. Or if your intention is courage, it might be, your mantra might be, I am courageous. So what's your intention and how can you turn it into a mantra? I am this thing in which I seek. This thing in which I seek is already within me. So that we can slowly, slowly start to see ourselves in this new light of manifestation. So take a few moments and do that. And repeating that statement to yourself, I am this. This is within me. And we'll take one more full breath in through the nose. And let's let the air escape through the mouth. Exhale, let it go. Start to draw your knees inward towards each other and bring the knees in towards the chest so you can massage your lower back here. And just move your spine side to side. A couple circles with the legs. And then we'll let our knees go ahead and drop over to the right side for a little gentle belly twist. And we can extend our arms out to a capital T. A few more breaths here. And then as you inhale, we'll draw our knees back to center. And as you exhale, knees fall to the left side. And you can gaze to the right if that feels okay. Just taking a few moments to wring out any toxins inside the body to start to move the energy about. If your mind starts to wander, draw back to the breath, but also to your mantra. I am this. This is within me. And then go ahead and inhale, draw your knees back to center. And as you exhale, you're going to extend your legs long against the mat, arms up and over the head, and take a full body stretch here. Stretch your toes, stretch your fingers, stretch your arms. Okay, and then go ahead and bring the knees into the chest once again. Hug up into a little ball. And pause here. Good, relax back down. Keep the legs hovering above the ground. And we're going to move into eagle legs. So taking your right leg over left. So crossing knee over knee. And this is a great place to be. You can stay here today, or you can move into full eagle wrap, bringing right ankle behind left knee. And you'll want to flex both feet here. Keep them nice and active. And only do what your body says you can do this morning. And we'll just set those feet down for a moment. Extend both arms out in front of you. Bend at your elbows. We'll take our right arm, place it underneath our left. And so the first option is to stay here, elbow crossed over elbow. You can push the back of your hands together, creating an adduction of the back of the arms, or you can move into a full eagle twist, twisting at your wrist, bringing the palms together, and then taking your pinky fingers towards midline. So thumb is just kind of hovering above your forehead here. Now, as you inhale, we're going to open and extend elbows away from knees. Flex the feet, activate the hands. And then as you exhale, elbows come to knees, knees come to elbows. So we crunch into a little ball here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbows. Okay, let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last time, inhale, extend, exhale, crunch into a little ball, hold knees to elbows, elbows to knee, push the lower back into the earth. Feel the whole body warming up and take a few breaths in, out. One more breath in. And exhale, unravel, unwind, release, open up into a starfish shape. So kind of like an X with the body, right? Take up a lot of space here. Let your body recover. And then we'll move into the opposite side. So bend the knees, bring left knee over right knee. Option to stay here or to cross left ankle behind right. Flex both feet, and then you can just set the feet down for a moment. Bring your arms out in front of you, extending up towards the ceiling, bend at the elbows. Left arm is going to come underneath your right arm. And so same option, you can squeeze the back of the hands together or bring your palms together and bring your pinky fingers towards midline. So as you inhale, you're going to open and extend, elbows away from knees, knees away from elbows, hands and feet are off the mat. And as we exhale, we lift our shoulder blades up, draw elbows to knees, knees to elbows. Inhale, extend. Exhale, connect. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Hold and squeeze the knees to elbows, elbows to knee. Feel the warming sensation moving all along the body. Can you still breathe with it? Good. On the inhale, unravel, unwind, open up to that starfish position. So creating a big capital X with the body. Take a few breaths here. Awesome. Draw your knees back into the chest. Take a few circles. And then we're going to rock and roll up to a seat. Plant the hands and come back into a neutral tabletop. Good. Spread your fingers as wide as you can here and start to move around the wrist. Take a few circles. And then the other direction. So that eagle pose we'll be coming back to in just a little bit. Good. Let's go ahead and pause here. And as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, gaze up, cow pose. And as we exhale, we'll draw round in cat pose, chin to chest, shoulders up towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring the belly down, lift the tailbone, gazing up, cow. And exhale, tuck round in, draw chin to chest, cat. And last time here, inhale, bring the belly down, lift the tailbone, gazing up. And exhale, tuck round in, draw chin to chest. And inhale, come on, bring it back to neutral. Let's take right knee behind left. Nuzzle the knees in towards each other. Fan out your feet as much as you can, setting up for cow face legs or Gomukhasana. Sounds nicer than cow face, huh? Start to push your hips back as much as your hips will allow you to. So as much as the body says it's okay to go. And maybe that is bringing your hips all the way to the ground. Maybe you want to take the block and slide it underneath the hips. That works too. You're going to walk your hands forward, bring the forehead down, and take a few breaths here. Let's go ahead and inhale. Come on back onto the knees, onto the hands. Unravel the legs. Bring your right knee in front of the left. Nuzzle the left knee into the back. Fan out the feet as much as possible, and then start to sink the hips back. So again, maybe the hips touch the ground, maybe they don't. And if they don't, that's okay. You can keep a hover or slide the block underneath. Start to bring your hands forward. You can slide them forward, let the forehead kind of come down. Listen to your body. When's it saying to stop? And can you breathe into it? What sensation does this bring for you? Is it similar to those eagle crunches? Is it a warming sensation? Is it sort of this pulling sensation? Is it tingling? What does it feel like for you to be here? On the inhale, we're going to push into the knees, unravel the legs, come on back to a neutral tabletop, and you can move the block out of the way if you had one there. Take a few circles with the hips. Maybe like figure 8 here. And then let's start to grip the ground with the hands. So create a suction cup with the palms. Curl your toes under, lift the knees off the ground, find a hover of your hips over your knees hovering 2 inches above the ground. Notice your chest, if it's pushing down towards the earth. Can you round your spine slightly up? Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Start to pedal out the legs. Start to move your head. Push your chest back a couple times. Just take a few moments to warm the body up here. And with a full palm, you're going to walk your hands to the back of the mat. Bend the knees if you need to. So full palm on the ground, walk the hands to the back of the mat. Come into your ragdoll, bend the knees, grab opposite elbows, let the body be heavy and your spine to be long. So let the belly rest on the thighs by bending your knees. Let the weight tilt forward towards the balls of the feet. This will allow your hips to lift up a little bit higher. See if you can shake your head yes and no, or if you're looking up, straining the neck. Let it go here. Fully let go. Let go of the thoughts inside your mind. Let go of any tension you may be experiencing. Let go of the feeling of not being enough. Let go. Be here, be in this moment, be now. Start to release your arms down towards the earth. And as slowly as you can, we're going to round our spine up to standing, stacking the head over, shoulders last. And we're going to shake it out. We're going to walk up and down the mat, and we're going to shake it out. Close your eyes, move your shoulders, and move your hands, move your legs. You guys shouldn't be embarrassed. I'm the one doing this on camera, right? And then pause. Stand at the back of the mat and pause. And tune into your hands. What do your hands feel like? So don't move the energy from the hands, just feel them. Touch your thumb and pinky finger together as you inhale. And as you exhale, release. Inhale, touch thumb and ring finger together. Exhale, release. Inhale, touch thumb and middle finger together. And exhale, release. Inhale, touch thumb and index finger together. And exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze the fists together. And exhale, full release. 2 more like that. Inhale, squeeze your fists. Exhale, release it. Inhale, squeeze everything that you brought in this week. Squeeze it. Squeeze all that energy as hard as you can, as tight as you can, and then exhale, let all of that energy go, drip from the hands. Letting go of anything that isn't serving us today. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and blink open our eyes. Bring the arms up and over. Urdhva Hastasana, palms come together, leaning back, biceps are with the ears. Lengthen your tailbone down towards your heels, creating a curvature of the spine. Lift the sternum up towards the ceiling. Big breath in. On the exhale, we're going to forward fold. We're still at the back of the mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift, flat back. And as you exhale, walk your hands out, full palms to a plank position. Bend the knees if you need help here. And when your hands reach the front of the mat, you're going to shift the weight forward so the shoulders are over the wrists. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. Grip the ground. Push firmly into the earth. Slight rounding of the upper back. Push your heels back. Lift your kneecaps up. Firming the thighs of the muscles of the thighs. Words can be hard today. We're going to stay for a breath in here. And as you exhale, as slowly as you can, lower your body down to the mat. Take your time. It's no rush. This is yoga. We have no place else to be at the moment. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. So roll your shoulders back. Lift the chest up. Elbows pull in, cobra pose. And as we exhale, we're going to release down towards the earth. Notice what's happening inside the lower back as you do this posture. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Lift the chest up. Squeeze the elbows in. Notice the lower back. Can you push the tops of your feet into the mat? Stay for another round of breath in. and out. Nice and slow. Lower the forehead down. Last time here. Inhale, lift the chest, rotate the shoulders back, squeeze your elbows in, push the tops of the feet down into the mat. Feel the lower back activating. Stay for 2 rounds of breath in and out. Your body's still engaged. Inhale and exhale. Good. Start to gently release. Forehead comes down. Curl your toes under. Lift the knees off the ground first and inhale to a high plank pose. Rise up. Exhale. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Good. And let's inhale. Lift the heels off of the ground. Exhale. Drop your heels to the right. Push your chest back. Shake your head out. Yes and no. And then inhale, lift the heels to center. Exhale, drop your heels to the left side. Same thing. This is a nice little side body stretch here. Knees can always be a little bit bent. Push into the hands. Keep your hands strong. Inhale, swivel back to center. As you exhale, you're going to look forward. Walk your feet forward. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. And arms come up and over the head. Inhale. And hands lower to the heart. Exhale. And we take a few breaths. Okay, let's go ahead and inhale. Sweep the arms up towards the sky. Palms together once again. Squeeze the biceps in. Lift your fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then pay attention to the lower part of your body. So we got the upper part of the body nice and strong. Let's invite the lower part in. So the tailbone lengthens downward. Take it piece by piece. And then lift your fingertips up again. Maybe this time you start to lean back. Shifting your gaze upward. Go back as far as comfortable for you. Take an inhale. As we exhale, keep a nice strong active core. Forward fold, hinge at your hips, bring it down. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, we'll step it back, high plank pose. All right, shoulders over wrists. Tailbone still lengthening down. Can you keep that form of the body? Same as standing. You're going to inhale, shift your weight forward, keep the form of the body. Exhale, chaturanga. Bend your elbows lower down halfway. Inhale for an upward facing dog. Flip to the tops of the feet. Thighs and knees are lifted off the mat. Shoulders drawing back. Push into the hands. And then as you exhale, downward facing dog. Rolling over the toes. Pushing the hips back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Get a breath in. And a breath out. Okay, let's inhale. Take the right leg up towards the sky. We're going to bend knee, open hip. And then as you exhale, take a big circle, sweep forward, stepping the right foot outside of right hand. Inhale, straighten right leg. Exhale, bend the knee. So right foot still outside of right hand. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten right leg. Exhale, bend the knee, runner's lunge. Come up to the fingertips of the hands. Inhale, lift the chest up. Draw your shoulders back, push your left heel back, still hovering off the ground. Stay for a few breaths. Okay, we're going to inhale, straighten right leg. As you exhale, walk your hands to your left, or towards the left, stopping in the middle. Step your right foot in line to meet left. Halfway lift, inhale. Prasarita Padmottanasana, wide-legged forward fold, exhale. Hinge at the hips, let the crown of the head sink down. Take a few breaths. And inhale, push into the ground, lift your chest up. As you exhale, you're going to walk your hands to the right foot, bend your right knee. Good, so all 10 toes facing forward. As we inhale, we'll take it up to a high crescent lunge, rising up. Arms come up and over, and then as you exhale, let your pelvis sink down. Push your left heel back, activating left leg, right knee stacked over the ankle. Stay for a few breaths here. Good, as you inhale, look forward, step the left foot forward. Exhale, take a forward fold, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, jump or step back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, sweep the left leg up and back, bend the knee, open your hip. And as we exhale, we're going to circle sweep left foot forward to the outside of left hand, runner's lunge. As you inhale, straighten left leg for a variation of supported pyramid pose. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. One more time. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Good. Prop up onto your fingertips. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up. Push your right heel back. That should really activate that psoas hip flexor muscle. Breathe here. Good. We're going to inhale, straighten left leg. Exhale, walk your hands towards the right. Pause in middle. Pivot on the feet and then step left foot in line with right. Prasarita wide-legged forward fold. Walk your hands out as far as you can go. Grip the ground firmly and then push your chest back for a wide-legged downward facing dog. So keep right hand where it is. Take left hand, reach back for right leg. So you're moving into a twist, and you can grab ankle, shin, thigh, wherever the hand can reach, and then use that left arm to pull yourself underneath right armpit. And then switch it out. Bring your left hand back to the earth. Right arm reaches for left leg, shin, ankle, wherever you can grab. And then the strength of the right arm pulls you to the left, gazing underneath the armpit. Okay, go ahead and release the right arm. Walk both hands back towards your yoga mat. Walk your hands to the left. Bend the left knee. Pivot to the front of the mat, setting up for your high crescent lunge. So bend a little bit in the right knee. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. High crescent lunge. As you exhale, pelvis sinks closer to the earth and right heel pushes back. Good. Inhale, take the gaze forward. Exhale, step left foot forward. Inhale, lengthen the sternum up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips, let it go. Inhale, take a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, jump or step back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale, and downward facing dog, exhale. Good. So generating that heat just a little bit more inside the body. Stay for a few breaths. Good. Take a little bend in the knees, full palms on the earth. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Okay, so just improving a little bit of hand and wrist strength. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, bring the arms up and over, palms together. And exhale, hands lower down to heart center. Let go. Awesome work. Hands come behind the back. Interlock the fingers and let a bend be in your elbows so the palms can touch here. Roll your shoulders up by the ears. Let the shoulder blades come down the back. You'll notice the shoulders come engaged. Keep your palms together. Straighten the elbows as much as feels good. And then start to lean back, lifting your sternum up. So this pose sort of feels different every time I do it. Can you gather that same energy up? Stay for another inhale. And we forward fold. Hinge at the hips. Exhale. Keep your palms together. Keep your chest expanding. Let the crown of the head sink down. And inhale to a chair pose. Drop your hips, bend the knees, sweep the arms up. Knees behind toes, tailbones lengthening in, lowest rib cage down, arms up, chest expanding. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Awesome. Little bend in the knees. Walk your hands forward. Come into a plank. Shift your weight forward, high plank. Good. Take your gaze forward. Jump your feet outside edges of the hand for a yogi squat. Good. Take a few breaths here. Good. Plant your hands to the earth. Jump or step back through a vinyasa. Chaturanga, up dog, and downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and bring the right leg up and back, and you can bend the knee, open the hip, or leave the hip squared off, whatever feels best for you. As you exhale, you're going to bring right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, bring knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, up and back. Good. Exhale, knee comes to nose. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, quietly step the right foot forward. Release the left knee down to the ground. Inhale, hands to the heart. As you exhale, twist to your right side, hook left elbow outside of right knee, gaze comes upward. Push right hand into left, helping to aid in the twist. And curl left toes under and slowly start to lift left knee off the ground. Shift your eye gaze to outside right pinky toe and take a big step forward with left foot twisted chair pose. Keep your left hip crease drawing back. Keep your elbow pushing into the knee. Inhale, twist back to center chair, and exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift flat back. Exhale, jump or step back through a vinyasa, chaturanga, upward facing, urdhva mukha. Exhale, adho mukha, downward facing. Same to the left. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back, and you can bend the knee or keep the hips squared, whatever feels best for you today. As you exhale, left knee comes to left elbow. Weight shifts forward. Try to get it to touch. Inhale, lift it up and back. Exhale, knee comes to nose. Inhale, lift it up and back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift it up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Try to make it touch. Look forward. Quietly step forward. Right knee lowers to the ground. Inhale, hands to the heart. Tall spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Twist to the left. Hook your right elbow outside of left knee. Spin the gaze up. Push your left hand down. Keeping the shoulders stacked. Curl right toes under. Push the heel back, lifting the knee off the ground. Shift your eye gaze to your left pinky toe. Take a big step forward with right foot, twisted chair. Twisted Utkatasana. Two hips stay in one line, so two knees stay in one line. Inhale, twist it back to center chair pose. And exhale, we forward fold, hinge at the hips, let it go. Whew. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, jump or step back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. A few breaths. Walk your hands back, flat palms, bent knees. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Shift your weight into your tippy toes, lift the heels up, lower the hips down to your heels for a variation of Malasana, yogi squat. Let the forehead drop. Chin touches the chest. Rock your weight back so the butt comes down to the earth. And inhale, lift the legs up, boat pose, Navasana. So we're at the back of the mat. Notice if your back is rounding deeply. If it is, you'll draw your shoulders back, lift the chest up. You can always bring the hands behind the back of the legs to help with this. And then to practice boat, we just extend one arm at a time. Keep squeezing the inner thighs together. Stay with your breathing. And you're going to plant your feet on the ground. And with or without hands, you'll hoist yourself up. Good. Yeah? So back to that yogi squat. Keep the bend in your knees. You're going to walk your hands forward. So we're kind of crouching here. We're in like a little short down dog. You're going to look forward, grip the ground, hop the feet forward. Back to the yogi squat at the front of the mat. So yogi squat proper, right? Malasana. Knees push out elbows, elbows push out knees, hands to prayer, tall spine. Inhale. Let it go. Exhale. Inhale. Let it go. Exhale. And plant the hands, jump or step back through a vinyasa, or skip and meet in downward facing dog. Awesome. Find your yoga block. Make sure it's nearby and then plant it at the front of the mat. We'll use it in a little bit. Let's go ahead and sweep the right leg up towards the sky. Straight leg to start. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, up and back. Last time, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Inhale to a warrior two. So heel to arch alignment, right knee is stacked over your ankle. We're in a lunge position here. Two shoulders in one line, gaze is over the right middle finger. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Good. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky, straighten the legs, turn the toes out, heels in. Exhale, goddess squat, keep the arms up and above the head, lower the hips down. Let your shoulder blades come down the back, lowest rib cage knits down and in, tushy tucks. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, warrior two to the front of the mat. Inhale, straighten right leg. Lift the right arm to the sky, reverse triangle. Exhale to triangle pose. Reach the right arm forward, forward, forward. Right hand's going to come inside the foot, either on your yoga block or on the mat. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Ulatita Trikonasana, three triangles. Good, nice strong active core. Push into the big toe of the right foot. Inhale, rise up. Turn your toes in, heels out. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Maybe getting a little bit deeper in this forward fold. If a headstand is in your practice and you feel pretty safe getting up to a headstand, right now is a great opportunity to do this. If there's another position in your wide-legged forward fold that you'd like to take, maybe with bound arms or grabbing the opposite feet, that's good too. Take a few moments, play with your practice. Notice what feels best for you. If you are in a headstand, start to open and let yourself come back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands to your right foot, bend your right knee, and then pivot to the front of the mat. All 10 toes face forward. Hands are on the mat. We're going to inhale, lift and launch forward to a standing split. So left leg lifts off the mat. You're going to inhale, lift your chest. Walk your hands forward so the wrists are below the shoulders. Grab your block and place it underneath the left hand. Bring your right hand to your right hip crease and pull your right hip crease back, setting up for revolved half moon pose. Start to twist your body to the right side, and you can stay here today or start to lift the right arm up towards the sky. Set your left foot to the back of the mat in a low lunge. Inhale, sweep both arms up towards the sky, high crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus your arms, nice easy back bend, open the heart. Inhale, reach the arms back above the head. And exhale, hands touch down to the earth. Inhale, step it back to a plank. Exhale through a vinyasa if that feels good. Up dog. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg out towards the sky. Flex the foot, all 5 toes face down towards the yoga mat. And then as we exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift it up and back. Exhale to the right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale to the right elbow. Woo. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands. And inhale to a warrior 2 pose. So back heel comes down, arms cartwheel open. Shoulders relax away from the ears. Lengthen through your pinky fingers, helping to firm the tricep muscles. Inhale, rise up. Legs straighten, toes turn out, heels turn in, arms come up above the head. Interlock the fingers this time. Lower the hips down, goddess. Push your hips back. Length and bring your heart parallel to the earth. Biceps stay with the ears. Inhale, come on, back up to standing. Exhale to your warrior 2. Left knee bends. Inhale, straighten left leg. Left arm reaches to the sky. Reverse triangle pose. And then exhale. Reach left arm forward, forward, forward. Set up for triangle. Left hand to the earth or to the block. Right arm comes to the sky. Pushing into the big toe of the left foot. Inhale, rise up. Turn your toes in, heels out, hands come behind the back. Interlock your fingers, roll the shoulders up, lift the chest up. And then exhale, take a forward fold. Prasarita Padmottanasana, the letter B. For bind. I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's why it's called B. Inhale, rise back up. Arms to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Hinge at the hips. Walk your hands to your left foot, bend your left knee, and then pivot to the front of the mat, low lunge. All 10 toes face forward. Palms are on the earth or on blocks. Look forward, launch forward. Standing split. So the weight gets into the left foot. The right leg lifts up. You're going to walk your hands out so you have a flat back. And your wrists are below your shoulders rather than by the foot. Bring your right hand to your block or your block simulation. And bring your left hand to your hip crease. Draw your left hip crease back. Pause. You can stay here, start to twist to the left for revolved half moon. lifting the left arm to the sky. Keep your right leg really strong in the back so it helps stay elevated. Bend your left knee, set your right foot to the way far back of the mat. Inhale, rise up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus your arms. Lift your sternum. Inhale, arms come back above the head. And exhale, hands touch down to the earth. Inhale to a high plank. Exhale through a vinyasa. Up dog. Down dog. Child's pose. Knees open wide, big toes together to touch. Sink the hips back on the heels. Let the forehead relax. Take a few breaths. Awesome. Walk your hands back. Lift your sternum up. Okay, yogis, a little bit of playtime here. Today we're going to play with our twisted crow pose. So a lot of the times we do crow forward. Today we're going to do it towards the side, which is why we've done all these twists today. So if you do not want to try twisted crow, you don't have to. Take this time, get a little sip of water, come back into child's pose, or lie on your back. That's where we'll meet. You can always play with regular crow too. Otherwise, we're going to come up onto our toes, take it back to a yogi squat, a low yogi squat. I like to come up to my toes here so I can get a little bit more lift. And you take my hands and I'm planting them to the right side. So my fingertips are facing towards the right. The outside of my right hip is going to nuzzle onto the backs of my arms, so onto the backs of my tricep muscles. And you can think of your leg coming onto the arms like a little shelf. So in order to create a shelf, we need to have a bend or a corner. So this happens at the bend of the elbows. Yeah, you bring the weight into the hands, the elbows bend, and we nuzzle the outside of the right hip onto the back of the arms. And this might be enough for you here. If you want to go a little bit further, you can lift your hips up and start to shift the weight into the back of the arms. Keep your eye gaze slightly down. Keep your left foot on the earth and lift your right foot off the ground. And then keep nuzzling the weight towards your hands, and maybe you lift the left foot off the ground as well. Side crow. We'll come out and we'll move to the other side. So, twisting to the left. The hands plant to the earth. Fingertips point forward. Side of the hip comes to the back of the arms. So we make connection. Connection might be all that we need. Start to take the weight, bring the weight into the hands, elbows bend. Think like chaturanga arms. Weight comes into the back of the arms. Left foot comes off first. Maybe stay here or try to lift right foot off. Side crow. Take a few moments, play with that. And then we'll finish softly in Baddha Konasana. So feet come together, knees are open wide. Take a few moments, tall spine on your inhale. Grab the outer edges of the feet, hinge at your hips as you exhale. So in these postures, what are you holding on to? Remember at the beginning when we squeezed our fists and we release, what are you still holding on to? What story are you still telling yourself? Maybe that you can't, you're not strong enough, you're not something enough, or just not enough, period. What fear is holding you back from getting to the next level in your life? What story that maybe isn't true are you telling yourself? And why are you doing this? So my yoga practice really helps me to cut through the BS, to see clearly of what I'm hiding from myself. What am I not giving myself? Inhale, lift your heart up. Extend your legs outward. So come into a wide-legged stance. You can scoot your hips inward if you want a little bit more intensity, but flex your feet so that the kneecaps can lift up and you can engage your quads. You'll notice that you can come down a little bit deeper here. We're going to sit up really tall as we inhale, and then as we exhale, we're going to start to walk our hands forward. Inhale, exhale, move to your depth, your edge. Success or victory is on the other side of fear. It's on the other side of that no. What are you denying yourself? What are you saying no to? How do we change that no into a yes? And some of the simplest practices are, or the hardest, are beginning with ourselves. And that's why this yoga practice is so important, because it gives us 60 or 75 minutes to be with ourselves and to ask these deep-seated questions. Where in my body is a no that I want to turn into a yes? Can I start this in my physical yoga practice? Let's talk about this position, for example, this posture, for example. Is fear keeping my spine taller? Or can I move into myself on the exhale, letting go, moving deeper into the pose? Can I push my edge a little further? Can I turn my no into a yes? And this doesn't mean getting looser hamstrings to get into this posture, but where can we go beyond what we've done before, where we feel comfort to move into the slightly more uncomfortable? Inhale, lift the heart up, walk the hands back. Whew. With the help of the hands, you're going to bend your knees. So with the help of your hands, you're going to bend your knees and then draw your legs in towards each other. And you can kind of pat it out. And then prop the legs up and down, up and down. And if you're facing to the side, we're going to extend the legs forward. And we'll bend our right leg deeply. So pull the knee back towards the chest. Take your left hand, grab the outside edge of right foot. Inhale, lift the right arm up and extend it behind you, letting your shoulder open. So this is a great place to stay, or you can start to extend your right leg straight, and that's going to pull your left arm with it. Find your depth, find your edge where the body says, yes, this is good, this is safe. Inhale, lift the right arm back up. Exhale, extend the right hand to meet left on the outside edge of that foot. Breathe here. Release the grip of your feet, of your foot. Bring the arms up and exhale. Hands sweep down by the side. Good. Other side. So we bend left leg at the knee. Deep bend, deep bend, deep bend. Knee pulls towards the chest. Right hand reaches for the outside edge of left foot. Left arm extends up towards the ceiling as you inhale. And I like to say backstroke behind. This will open up the chest, the palms facing towards the left. Thumb is up. Stay here, start to extend the left knee, kicking straight. Both feet are flexed and active. Probably one of our last twists for today. Inhale, lift your left arm up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, forward stroke. Reach for that right hand. Inhale, bring both arms to the sky. Exhale, both hands down. Bend both legs at the knees. Peace fingers to big toes. Lift your chest up and draw your shoulders back. Keep your chest up and spine tall, and start to extend your legs forward, heels forward till your leg starts to say stop. Pull your shoulders back even more and start to lengthen your heart forward, coming into a forward fold. So what we're trying to eliminate is the roundness of the spine here. By lengthening your spine, by finding your edge. Eventually, hamstrings will start to open, spine will start to lengthen, and we'll get full body to body connection. Until that day, we move through this posture slowly in steps and pieces. We breathe. Inhale, lift the chest up. Keep the fingers on the toes and walk your feet back. Walk your feet back, walk your feet back so knees are bent. Shift the weight back into the hips, draw your shoulders back, and start to extend the legs outward. Find your balance. And then one last little play time. You're going to roll your weight back, keep the behind on the feet, whoop, and then try to come back up. Keep the feet elevated. Do that 3 times. Make sure there's no walls behind you. Roll back, hands still connected to the feet, and then try to get back up. Good, last time. Roll it back, bring it forward, lift it up, hold the posture, find your breath. 3, 2, 1. Bring the feet together, release the grip, boat, and then slowly, slowly, slowly come long and wide, lowering the body down to the mat. And taking a big sigh of completion when you arrive. Bring your knees back, feet to the earth. Let your knees knock together, feet to the outside edges of the mat, same way we began class today. And start to gently windshield wiper your legs left and right. Pull the knees towards your chest. Take a few circles. And then set your feet on the earth. Let your knees open wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. Place your left hand over your heart space, and place your right hand over your belly. And take a few moments to breathe. So these practices are best to start in your own yoga practice. Where am I experiencing a no? Where I want to experience a yes. So the desire to want to experience the yes has to be there as well. So where do we feel the no that we want to feel the yes? And can we tell ourselves, yes, for just this hour, I will allow myself to feel this. To allow ourselves to be vulnerable with self. Because what we experience here translates off of our yoga mat and into the real world, but it starts with self. So if you want to see change, start here. You're welcome to stay here for your Shavasana today, or you can let your palms face upward towards the ceiling. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, start to extend your legs forward, coming into your final posture, your Shavasana. Taking one last breath in through the nose and letting the air escape from the lungs out. Shavasana. Begin to invite in a deeper breath. Open and close the hands a few times, and then start to reach your arms over your head, fully stretching the body. From fingertips to toes and toes to fingers. And then carefully draw the knees towards the chest as you turn the body to one side in the fetal position. At your own speed, gently and slowly rise to a seat. And we'll invite our hands to heart center. Taking all the lessons with us from our yoga class today. Inviting one last final breath in and a sigh of completion out. Bringing our thumbs to our forehead, bowing the head down. With gratitude, I bow to you. Thank you for showing up today. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Make sure to share the website with your friends if you haven't yet. And if anything comes up, please let me know. Otherwise, thanks for being here. I see the messages popping up. I love you, and I will see you next time.